GOP lawmakers pulling funding from the Smithsonian's American Latino exhibit, accusing it of depicting Hispanics as our nation's victims. Arizona Congressman Juan Ciscomani saying, quote, "The only thing worse than your story not being told is your story being wrongly told. The Hispanic community deserves better." Our next guest has devoted himself to empowering Hispanics by promoting classic American values and says this exhibit was downright anti-American. His name is Abraham Enriquez. He is the founder of Bienvenido USA, and he joins us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ainsley.
Good morning. So they have pulled funding from this. They're saying we're not giving tax dollars to this museum anymore because it sends the wrong message. What is your opinion about the message? Have you visited the museum, and what'd you think?
Look, Ainsley, I think it's really important to highlight the history behind the Latino Museum, and this project really has been championed by Republicans. A project that was started under the Bush administration, was pretty much dormant during the Obama administration, and then signed into law by President Trump with the support of Senate Republicans like Senator Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio. So when you look at how the museum has been, presenting itself, it's totally acceptable for Republicans in the House to pump the brakes and say no taxpayer money should be funding woke ideology. We don't want it in our schools, we don't want it in our businesses, and we definitely don't want it depicting the history of Latinos in America. But I think it's really important to also differentiate kind of the different sources that are going out here. And first and foremost, we have the Smithsonian, which is a federal agency, and then you have the Friends of the Latino Museum, which is an advocacy organization that is really, behind the bill of the language and ensuring that the museum stays nonpartisan and true to the Hispanic values. And I go back to what even the Bienvenido poll that we did last year that shows that over 80% of Hispanics in America believe that the American dream is alive and that we should preserve it. And I know that there's been some eyebrows raised with the Molina Gallery exhibition that really didn't showcase the true values behind the Hispanic community. So I think from now till 10 years from now, when the exhibit will actually curate, it's important to note that we should be celebrating the American cultural values that Hispanics are so tied to in America.
Okay, thank you so much, Abraham. I hope that they fix this and make the museum up to par so that the Hispanic community, the Latino community is happy with it. Thank you so much for coming on. Okay, coming up, country music star